Doing bananas, Sonia, whoever else happened to be sitting in the background. Um, I guess I wanted to come out and talk to you guys about some things that we've got going on in this world that are just a bit disturbing. How you doing, Isa Jade? And they're rightfully so disturbing. Um, but they're not without reason. Unfortunately, that reason isn't a making of our own. We didn't make it this way. The unfortunate part is we are reacting that way. Not only us, but law enforcement. And I don't think many of them understand what's really happening. And I guess that's why I wanted to address this. Not that, it's like preaching to the choir. I know most people here understand this. But a few days ago, there was a video that came out where a woman's baby was taken from her because she didn't want her kid to be exposed to the Kool-Aid in no way, shape, and form. And the courts decided it was better off for them to do that while they had police officers doing it, taken away from their parents. If you haven't seen that, I will pull up a link and throw it in chat. I do have that on my Rumble channel because I don't know if YouTube would take kindly to it, needless to say. So if you haven't seen this, I would wholeheartedly tell you to watch that. How you doing, AMC? Good to see you. And that's just one small part, but as I said, if you haven't seen it, I would suggest that you watch it and then think about, since when does the state get to tell you, beyond actual child abuse, what kind of medical procedures your children are going to have? The other thing is, we've known for a very long time now that the whole jab, that there's many things that we were lied to about. And to the point to where people were protesting over it and mandates and things like that. And lo and behold, we were called conspiracy theorists and Nazis and right-wing extremists and white supremacists, you name it. Everything in the book. What was the song I played? That was Blue Skies. That's one of the originals from a band I used to play in, AMC. It's on my channel. It's on this channel that I'm on right now. It's called Blue Skies. The thing that I'm looking at, though, is then you had police come out and try to enforce this stuff. And if you're watching that video with that woman and her, or I'm assuming her husband, and the police officer actually states that he doesn't want to be there any more than she does. And that's very telling, and my question to him would be, well, then why are you here? They're saying, well, I'm assuming because if you go through, you've got to feed his family and all that happy stuff. Well, yeah, sure. So does everybody else. So does everybody else on this planet. Well, now you've had a shooting down in Queensland where a principal and a teacher or two teachers, I'm not sure. I quite got the details on that yet. It's a little sketchy. Pretty much cold-blooded murdered a couple police officers and their neighbor. How you doing, bees? And of course, the news comes out with it and says, well, they were watching. They was part of some right-wing conspiracy website stuff and all these things. And I'm wondering, what, YouTube? Twitter? What right wing conspiracy? Where? And I feel sorry for the officers. I really, really do. I hope the best for them and their families and all that stuff. But the news isn't helping us, because what they're stating and what's reality are two different goddamn things. And I would like to blow a damn gasket right now, because there's the one stirring this pot. And that's just the beginning. This will be just the beginning. So what we have now is we have a large number of people who have basically had their rights severely trimmed down for the past couple of years, and are tired of it. And then only to find out that many of the things they were told, they were lied to about, like, you don't want to get grandma sick or things and stuff like that, because, you get the jab and you can't spread it and all that stuff. And you can't get sick if you get it. And all, well, we done found out that's all been lies. 2 years of that. And even down there, they were putting people in what they called, quarantine camps. Well, we know what the hell. Those are internment camps. I don't care if they had a little room or not. It's a prison for being sick. But my point is this: whether you're on the side of the people or you're on the side of the police, there's two things happening here that are disturbing. One, the people being lied to and stuff like that, they have a very, if you're following stuff like many of us are, we see it clearly as black and white. But the mere fact that we have been lied to. And the rarity, as they call the rarity of side effects and things like that, you can call it whatever the hell you want, but it doesn't change the fact that there are. Albeit what they may call rare and what I may call rare are two different things. You're correct, BZ. It's just the beginning. People are snapping, and with good reason. But what I want to point out is I want to try to stop this, headed off at the pass. I hope some people listen. And not just people. I'm talking to police officers and everything too that may happen to listen to this. The people aren't your enemy, and nor the police officers our enemy. Now, granted, just as that police officer states in that video with the kid, he doesn't want to be there any more than she does. Well, then he needs to make some very, very, very hard decisions. So, the problem they both have is they shouldn't be blaming each other on these situations, nor they should be targeting each other. They should be looking up. It's the politicians and the policies that have brought all this stuff about. The people didn't bring this about. Law enforcement didn't bring this about. It's very much the politics of governments, many governments. Not just mine, not just Canada's, Australia's, all of them. And what we're seeing down there now is just the beginning. And if we don't get people to understand that it isn't the people that we are targeting or that are targeting us, we aren't the enemies of each other. And we shouldn't be treating it as such. We should be calling out these politicians. Because if we allow that to continue, some very, very seriously nasty things are going to happen. How you doing, Hooper? Yes, BZ, right. It's the governments that are responsible. The politicians that are responsible. I sat all morning trying to figure out how I wanted to address this and to calm myself enough down that I didn't blow a gasket when I'm talking about it. because it's very important that we all understand we're going to be in situations where it's not conducive to being peaceful. But it's the whole idea when people don't want to listen to facts, they want to shoot the messenger, and this is kind of the same deal. Law enforcement needs to take a hard look at themselves in the mirror as much as we do. Because if we don't, we end up in situations like we have going down in Queensland, Australia. Which, my heart goes out to those police officers and their families and things like that. But in the same token, the people who thought that was their last opportunity to fight back, and maybe they were batshit crazy. I don't know. I don't know the details. I doubt we'll ever get the truthful details on those because mainstream media ain't gonna tell you the fucking truth. That's the problem. Where do we go from here? We need to really make sure that shit like this doesn't become normal. You're very correct, Sonia. We're about to be a lot crazier before all this pops off, and that's the problem. If this is allowed to continue, it's going to bring us to places we don't want to be, and it will better none of us in society. And we as a people, with our jobs and our family and things like that we all value, we're going to be in a bad way there. And it's the same thing with people in law enforcement. What they don't understand is they're in the same position as any other people are. And they need to put what's going on into context. In mainstream media, the way that they're putting this out, and as I said, they don't have no details. They don't know what the hell went on. But all of a sudden, it's right-wing extremists and things like that. Well, fuck, how the hell do they know? Are they in their pockets? But I do know that they're going to target people who are part of the freedom movement, who value their freedoms, who value their rights. They're going to use this in any way they can to make it seem like you're an extremist because you want to stand up for your rights. And that's exactly what's going to happen if we allow this to continue. That's why I had to wait until I could make sure I could do this without losing my cool, because once you lose your cool, it's over. You've done give them a reason to not respect what you're saying. And them, I mean, as in the general public, because ultimately that's the eyes that are upon us when it comes to this. We want to make allies, not enemies. And the same thing goes with law enforcement. We want to make allies, not enemies. Yeah, I agree with you, AMC. This winter is gonna be some very trying times. Some very, very trying times. Much more than what people would like to admit or realize. And there's a lot of people that don't want to hear this. They don't want to have to face the fact that there's some shit happening. Some very bad shit happening. You're absolutely correct, Hooper. Absolutely correct. Full of a lot of sheep. But I do know what I'm seeing happening now is definitely not the road we want to go down. It just can't be allowed. Yep, you're very correct there, ProLogic. Yes, I know your other name. How you doing, buddy? I'm glad to see you. The thing of it is, though, is we can't allow this to continue. Yeah, same here, AMC. Because if we allow the news to dictate reality, they're going to twist shit up so tight that it make it look like we're already in World War III or IV or Civil War. And frankly, I think some of these dumb shits would be happy if we were. You know, they ain't got enough common sense to take and use their brain to check their mouths before they spew shit out of it. Yeah, sure. Go right ahead, Pro. Go right ahead. Well, I wouldn't bet on being able to get fuel for a generator there, AMC. I can see this going sideways so fast it isn't funny. Especially after what I've seen happen down there. We can't allow that to become the norm. We just can't. You know, there's a time and a place to fight, and that time and place is not now. It just, you can't do it. It's not cool at all. So as I said, people, before we decide something and decide to blame wholly, and I'm not going to say that the police aren't without their they have some responsibility when it comes to this. They've not helped their image one bit. Yes, exactly, Jade. No one wants to be prosecuted for grouping together and speaking out. Like going in Canada, they're actually trying to make it so it's illegal for them to protest. And it's like, come on. You know, and maybe that'll be the hill to die on. I don't know. I know, Christ, I know if that was my kid in that video, that would have not happened. That would have been more than enough for me to lose my cool. The people really, really, really need to think. How you doing?
G'day, Rob, Sheriff. How are
you? Good. I've been better, buddy. Let me tell you, because man, I was about to blow a cork this morning.
Yeah, mate. You've always said to me, stay cool, calm, and collective. Don't play cool.
Yeah, you blow your cool, you lose.
Yeah, correct. The problem is, what's happened to society? What's happened to our freedom? We can't control the government. We pay taxes, but in the day, they have the last say. If you know what I mean.
Well, yes and no. We can if we do it in the right ways. There are ways to do that.
I know what you're saying.
It's not going to be easy if we're going to get out of this peacefully.
I'm not sure what's happening. I've been too busy, so I'm not sure about the in America, politics. You guys know a lot more than me, but I've seen you on. I thought I'd just hit the link and have a quick say hello to everyone. But I'm not sure how this is. What's the end game? What the hell are these fuckwits doing in the
Well,
day?
that's the good question. What's the end game? That's why I'm trying to, I guess, get people to realize that what's happening is being orchestrated. Don't fall for it. Because what happened down there in Queensland, if that becomes the norm, we might as well go right straight to civil war. There won't be any peaceful anything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't want it. Yeah,
you're correct. Local politics is perhaps the way most can make a difference, and it has to start there. It has to start on the bottom and work its way up. Now, hopefully, we can get some people in the upper heads up there that have some brains, but don't hold your breath. But there's other things that are at play that a lot of people don't see, especially here in the States. One thing in particular I can think of, if it happens the way it could happen, there's going to be some major changes right quick.
yeah,
And even down here in Australia, you guys got Rennick down there. You got a couple other ones that are opening their mouths. Get behind these guys. Get their voices out there in front of people. I don't know if you're familiar with who I'm talking about or not, but
yeah. I know what you're talking about.
he's definitely not pulling no punches with those cocksuckers. And that's all we can do, because if not, the alternative is not cool. And I'll tell you, I've been in those situations, and it never turns out the way people think it's going to.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, Rob. To be honest, I'm not sure what these politicians are trying to push agendas when it comes to jabs. But it's your body, your choice. If you want to take it,
Well,
take it.
it isn't just that, though. It isn't just that. It's the fact that it wouldn't matter what it is. I mean, they're already trying to. They're already testing the whole 15-minute city idea. They're trying that in Oxford, where everything you do in life will be within 15 minutes of your house, and you're only going to be allowed outside that zone a certain number of times a year, or you're going to be fined or jailed for it.
Right. You're talking about people that are essential workers?
No, that's how they want to design cities. You haven't heard that yet. Look up 15-minute city when you get the chance, and you'll see all about it. And they're already starting to try it, do it.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
It's crazy.
The yeah, Hooper, I'd be the same way. I'd either be in jail or I'd be dead, one of the two.
By the way, this is not StreamYards. What's this platform?
This
Is
is
something different?
Restream.
Restream. Yeah, it's the first time I've joined. First time. I'm breaking my cherry on Restream.
Well, that's because I had a loud mouth last night, and I run my timeout on StreamYards, but I probably
how do I
ended up.
read the chat? How do I read the chat, guys? Oh, this is new to me. So
You mean on your mobile?
yeah, correct.
I couldn't tell. I've never looked at it on mobile. I would
I'm not
assume it'd be
sure.
down towards the bottom.
Well, I don't know what I'm going to do, man. I'm too scared to touch buttons, to be honest.
Well, the worst is you got to come back in. Ain't no big deal.
Restream.
You're correct, Sonia. China's already doing it.
Restream. Never seen this. Restream Studios. Wow. This is new to me. So
And then you get Streamlabs and you got Melon, and Melon I like. It's very lightweight, very simple.
is it?
Oh yeah. Uwe, you
Well,
got no avatar and no audio.
yeah, I lost my avatar on this one. But anyways, it's all good. Yeah, the end game. What the heck is the end game for these fuckwits? End of the day. I mean,
Well, it boils down to this: we have a bunch of super rich who want to mold the world to what they believe they want it to be. After the Chinese model of you'll have a few high ups in charge of everything, and the rest of the society will be, the little worker bees. But there's a bunch of other things that come into play there, and the thing of it is, it's no secret. You can go and read about it right on their website that this is what they want to do. Are you doing Artemis? They very much, when they say it's conspiracy, it's this or that. It's not conspiracy theory when you can go right on their fucking website and read the damn documents. It's no secret. It's right in front of people's faces. The only thing they got to do is get off their ass and read. They're the ones that put out the whole "you will own nothing, you'd be happy" video. The one they put out that lasted about a day and they yanked it down because of all the negative feedback they got. It's all right there. Exactly what their agendas are, what they want to do, and who's doing it. And the thing is, these politicians are trading their souls for a little bit of money in their pockets. And they think they're going to be a special snowflake when all this shit goes down. What they don't realize is they're going to be lambs to the slaughter just like all the rest of us. But they're too fucking stupid to see it.
Correct. I think most politicians don't last long anyways, if you know what I mean.
No, I didn't change any restream settings at all, Andy. I haven't changed a thing.
No, this is something different. I've never been on this platform before. But anyways, it doesn't matter. I can't read the chat, so hold on a minute. I can read the chat now. On the mobiles, right in the middle, there's a chat button. So sorry, guys. I apologize.
That's no biggie. A lot of people haven't seen this before, and Restream is not without its issues. That's for sure.
Yeah, totally different to what I've been used to. What's the other platform we use? StreamYards, yes, correct.
Yeah.
StreamYards. So this is totally different. But anyways.
No, Andy, I haven't changed a thing. You should still be able to, just like you were before.
Who's Andy from Canada?
Yeah, Andy Hendrick.
Yeah, I'll see him pop in, but he's something happened.
I haven't changed anything.
No.
I'd have to. I can't do it from here. I'd have to log out and see if Restream's changed anything, which wouldn't shock me.
I'm not sure. But you make a good point. People are fighting each other.
Yeah.
Rather we should be concentrating on our governments to change things, to make it back to normal.
Yeah, absolutely.
I really do feel sorry for a future generation. Like, what the heck's going to happen in 10 years' time? I mean,
well, no,
got it to work, Robert.
What's that?
Got it to work.
You got it to work?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, g'day,
Andy.
Long time no see, Andy.
Good to see you.
You too,
Servus,
man.
wie geht's?
Hey, gentlemen. Oh, not too
Hey,
bad.
you. Good to see you too, man.
Guten Tag there, Uwe.
Yeah, guten Tag, guys.
You, yeah.
Wie
I've
geht's
been
alles?
busy. I've been too busy, guys. I used to have more time and
Don't
I
say
don't
you
know.
was too busy. Say you are too greedy. You want to make want to be a millionaire in a month, man. That's what you
Too
are. That's
busy.
what you are.
I'm too busy, man. I've been too busy. Sorry, busy. No, not. Get out of here, Yui.
How you doing, Casey?
Hey, come on.
How are
No,
you doing,
you
man?
is.
Good to see you.
I'm pretty busy, man. I'm a bit busy. Hey, how'd you?
You said it. You said it a couple of weeks ago, and I know.
Yeah. Hey,
Yep.
how's things with you? Yeah, I mean, I don't want to get too personal, but everything's good with you, like after the operation.
Yeah, the knee's fine. The thing is the real bad side effects from this freaking antibiotics I get 7 times a day. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
so
try to take it easy, Yui. Just try to rest, man.
the knee is really good. It was even less pain 2 days after the surgery than I had before. So, and I can really move it good, and I can walk properly.
That's
With
good. That's
crutches,
good.
but
That's good. That's good, Yui.
they found this freaking bacteria sprouts, whatever you want to call it. So I have to take these aggressive freaking antibiotics every day, and yeah,
Well,
it sucks. And I got to stay here in hospital until the 23rd, next Friday. So
well, the end result, as long as you're healing, it's going to take a long process, but as long as you're healing and there's no more infection, that's a plus. You know what I mean?
yeah,
You
but
see
the
that
thing
headline I
is,
put up, Robert?
What's that?
You see the article I put up?
Yeah, that's in Peru, huh?
Yep.
yeah, I heard
In
about
Peru.
seven
Yeah,
people already got killed.
police hostages
What?
and shit like that.
Yeah,
Prosecutors arrested.
yeah, seven
Really?
people got killed in Peru. Yeah,
In
Yeah,
Peru? In South
yeah,
America?
that's Peru. Yeah.
Yep.
That's crazy, man.
They've had enough too. So
Yeah,
and
I
that's
think they had an election there and they protesting against the new government. I think. And the thing is, I think they made the election way earlier than it was supposed to be. So that shows you there's something really going on, you know. So
well.
it's
It's as I said, Uwe. Though, with what's happening, um, people had better start paying attention because if this is allowed to go overboard, nobody wins. There will be no winning.
yeah, you know. I mean,
Mm.
but let me
Oh,
try to explain.
wait. What we got going on here, Red? Really?
What's
Judge
going on?
ordered Mayor Lake Katie Hobbs and MC Elections officials to appear at an emergency meeting right now. Oh, well, that could get a little tingly now, couldn't it?
Let me try to explain. Our Minister of Inner Affairs has talked in the Parliament yesterday, and she wants to change the law. I don't know the English word for that, but right now the judge has to prove and have evidence to make you guilty. But they want to turn that around, that they call you whatever, and you have
Yep.
to prove you are not guilty.
Yep, been
And
happening here in the States for a long time.
And if that happens, we all know what happened 80 years ago here. and that will
Yeah.
be that will be the end. I tell you, if that happens, that will be the end.
Hey, Andy, did you see that?
Yeah, I just sent him a message there.
All right. Yeah, Gary, I agree with you. And there's stuff in the works that may actually do that. And a lot of people don't know it. Yeah, Beasley, you're correct. How you doing, Chaplain?
It's really scary, man. It's absolutely scary what's going on, and you see it's worldwide. It's
Yeah.
South America, it's North America, it's Australia, it's worldwide, man.
Well, and
Yeah.
the thing, you look what's happening though. There's more and more people pushing back, but it's like I said, what's happened in Queensland and what's happened with what they're doing down there can't be allowed to have people react in the way that they did. We've got to take and knock this shit down. And as I said, we not only ourselves have to keep ourselves in check, but the police. I hope any police officers listening to this, you might want to look in the mirror and figure out exactly what you took an oath to. Because I'll tell you, as a military vet, I didn't take an oath to the government. I took an oath to the people of this country. And maybe you ought to think about that.
Mm.
But honestly, Charlie, how is it possible that your premier in Victoria gets back in office after what he did to you for the last 2 years? How is that
Oh, I
possible?
think it's, Yui, to be honest, I think it's rigged. Because everyone that I spoke to didn't want that knucklehead to come back on. So I don't know what the heck's going on. If it's not rigged. But the thing is, when you vote for someone in politics, you can't actually see the votes as a citizen. So whatever happens backstage, you haven't got no clue. Correct?
Yeah, that's it. You know. And to be honest, I question every election of the last 4 or 5 years in Germany, in Canada, in Australia, wherever. I question them because it makes no sense. Absolutely no
Correct.
sense.
Correct. And if you look at politics in America, Donald Trump should have won, to be honest. And look what you got now.
Well, we can speculate on a lot of different things, but the way the things played out, we can only look to what we can do in the future.
Yeah, but what can we do, Robert? What can
Well,
we do?
it's
correct.
happening, Uwe. A lot of people just don't see it. There's a lot of things happening that people don't see. But I do know I know what we can't do. And if those people down there did what I think they may have done, that is definitely not the answer at this point in time. Because we might as well hang it up. We won't have countries. The WEF will come in and they'll have their way once we're done, fucking each other all up.
Mm.
I didn't know she was out.
That's a lot of things that people need to understand.
Charlie, I think you have seen what happened yesterday in Queensland, man. And I think that was just the beginning of people don't taking it anymore. You know?
Well, I know the way that the media is making it look like there were some sort of conspiracy theorist nut jobs, and they may have been. I don't know.
Mm.
Very well may have been. Thanks, Gary. Appreciate it. I'm glad you're listening in.
Yeah.
I didn't expect this to go as long or near as much as what it did, but man, I will tell you what. After seeing that this morning, I was just chomping at the bit.
What was that, Robert? I didn't see what you were.
Yeah, I didn't see it either, guys. I didn't see it. So
This morning, Well, you've seen the thing with the baby that happened over there in Australia, right? Or New Zealand?
No.
New Zealand,
You
it
haven't,
was. Yeah.
you haven't seen that.
No, I haven't.
I'm having a hard time finding anything anymore, Robert. I didn't even know you were on.
Yeah, I know. I've had the same problem. A lot of people are having the same problem. I'm going to throw a link in the chat, Andy.
Yep.
Go watch that video, and you'll understand what's sparking all this off. What happened in Queensland yesterday, Cactus, is supposedly 3 people basically essentially targeted, baited, and murdered police officers.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. They
No way.
they shot a helicopter.
They shot a helicopter.
Yeah.
See, sorry guys, I'm out of the loop. Even though I live in
Me too.
Australia,
Yeah.
I've been too busy. I don't even watch mainstream media anymore because I don't think it's all bullshit, BS. Sorry to say, but so someone shot a police helicopter
Yes.
Well, they
with a
shot 2
rifle.
they murdered 2 police officers as well. And it was a
What?
principal and supposed teachers that did it.
I think they were about to enter the property where they live. That's what I understood. I don't know
Oh,
I don't know what
okay.
the investigation was or whatsoever. I don't know.
I'll have to do some research. So you guys know more about my country than. Oh my god, are you serious?
Actually, I watched it live on one of the other Aussie channels. They watched it live on a media. I think it was a mainstream media channel.
What was
on
it?
YouTube.
Something to do with drugs
No,
or
No,
politics?
no.
they were called in for something that wasn't real, and they were ambushed.
Yeah.
Ah, so it was a setup. You say?
Yes, supposedly. I don't know.
I don't know either.
You know,
This is news.
the
This is,
details you get from the media, they jump on right away. Well, they were part of a right wing conspiracy thing and all this, and believe that and all this. Well, what they do on YouTube? I mean,
yeah, nah.
you can't believe a goddamn thing that mainstream media says.
Yeah, correct, Robert. I mean, man, this is news to me, man. I mean, like I said, I've been flat out for the last week, so I'll get home from work and I'm dead tired, man.
Well, that's what they count on. That's what they count on, bud. They count on people having to work so goddamn hard to do whatever that they don't pay attention to anything. And
But let
how we end up with the shit we got.
Yeah.
let me add something to that topic. Like I said, we watched it on the live on that stream, and then there was a press conference by the police, which was not even a real press conference because there was no question. They just spread out facts, and but they made it so dramatic. I mean, no question. It's bad if anybody gets shot, but they made it so dramatic and all that stuff, and nobody talks about the dead kids after the vaccination and shit like that, or nobody talks about that they take a baby from their parents to make a surgery, what the parents not agree to, with vexed blood and stuff like that, transfusion. Nobody talks about that stuff in the mainstream media, and that's what pisses me off.
Well, they make it out like that you no longer have those rights. Well, you're supposed to bow down to the government and whatever their whims are. Well, fuck that. Excuse my French there, Chaplain.
No, your excuse, man.
The thing of it is, and just as the chaplain points out there, that law enforcement defunding or getting rid of is not an idea, and that's correct. We have to have laws. We are supposed to be a land of laws and rights, but unfortunately, our politics don't seem to think it is that way. They think we live in a dictatorship anymore, or in their opinion, whatever they say goes.
But you gotta have really nerves, Red Cactus. I tell you, it's especially for a mother. It's not easy to watch that. I tell you, I was about to cry when I saw that. To be honest,
Oh, my blood was boiling when I watched that. My blood was
and
absolutely boiling.
and that nurse who was picking that baby, she was crying, you know.
That's because she knew it was wrong, Uwe. She
And
knew it was wrong.
Yeah.
one of the cops said, "I don't want to be here," but he did his fucking job. So you know, this excuse they used fucking 80 years ago,
Yep.
and when they said we did our job, so that's why we killed all these people. That's a fucking that's a freaking cheap excuse, man.
Absolutely cheap excuse.
when you definitely know you're doing something criminal, and that is criminal. I call it criminal. It is criminal. It definitely is criminal. So I don't get
Yes,
it, man.
Sonia, that's it isn't just Illinois that's doing that. There's going to be a lot of places that they're encrypting all their stuff because they don't want the public to know what's going on. And that's another thing that should be knocked down by law. They're public servants. We should be able to see, video, record any damn thing they do.
Correct.
They work for us. We don't work for them.
I know, Rob. But the thing is, between closed doors, we don't say shit.
But the problem is people have been too apathetic for a very long time. You know, as you said, you come home, you're so tired, you just want to lay down and relax and go to bed and do it all over again.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the problem. They got most people running around like chickens with their heads cut off.
Yeah.
I have a new roommate here, and he's awake too, and he experienced some crazy shit this year. That let's make a short story out of that. He came out of hospital when the doctors told him he had tumors in his back, cancer tumors, which was not proved. But that day he didn't knew it, so they told him he had cancer. Basically, he came home, drove his wife to any friend spot, and came home and was drinking some beer because he was terrified and scared. And then a freaking neighbor called the police and accused him to be drunken driving. And they show up on his door with 3 freaking cop cars, with 6 cops, and want to get in his house.
Yeah.
With no permission and stuff. So he had a side door where he could get out, and he went to the neighbor's house, which is his house as well, and because his dog was barking, they figured out where he is, and they came in there, and they arrested him like a fucking criminal. And at the end of the day, they couldn't prove anything, nothing.
Because someone said that he was drink driving.
Yes.
It takes 6 police officers to
Yes.
arrest him.
This is a police state already.
Crazy
It's
stuff.
a police state, man.
This is in Germany, or
This is in Germany, man.
man?
Welcome to the Fourth Reich.
Wow. And now, so what's outcome in Queensland? What happened there? I mean, I'm out of the loop.
There isn't any outcome as of yet. Here, let me
Post a link or something. I don't know. Do we? Yeah. I don't know, guys. Don't know.
It is terrifying, man. And that's what they do. They want to terrify. They want to scare the people. They want to keep the people in fear, because people who are feared, who are scared, are easy to control.
Yeah, that's why I say it's a crazy world as we live now. I mean, we're coming into 2023. what's going on? What's going to happen in 12 months' time? I heard people are getting more COVID now, but it's just a fucking flu in
Yeah.
Australia. But they all everyone's so paranoid. Oh, I'm going to get the jab. Get the hell out of here.
Hey,
How do you know it's not just water?
hey,
It
Charlie.
doesn't even.
There's a
Oh,
link to one of the news things
oh,
about what happened in Queensland. If you want to check that out.
yeah, I'll have to check it out later. I can't check it now because I'm on the panel.
Oh,
So
yeah. Well, just let me know and I'll post it back up when you're not on the panel so you can check it out.
no, I'll just leave it there, and when the stream ends, I can. Depends if this stream gets deleted or not. But
Yeah, I've got to
hopefully
think
not.
hard about that. I may have to delete this one.
Yeah, I know. That's right. You might have to delete it because
Oh yeah, you
the
definitely should
problem is.
delete this one.
And I shouldn't have
Go
to.
ahead.
That's the thing, is I should not have to delete this. That's another problem we have.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
There's
But
nothing
in
you
the
can do
current
about the
situation,
delete it.
in the
Robert?
current situation you are in, you can't risk that. You know.
Robert, did you watch Redacted yesterday?
Yes, I did.
Did you see their point on exactly that, saying that Facebook and YouTube are really watching their back right now,
Yeah, I noticed that.
trying not to censor stuff because of what's happening on Twitter? Twitter's looking like a real bad guy for censoring what they did, and they know it's all going to come out, so they're thinking that Facebook and YouTube are going to back right off on what they've been doing.
Well, they
Because
haven't.
it's all coming out.
They haven't taken down that panel over at Diego's, and that was arguably just as bad, if not worse, than this one.
Well, last time I was on with you and Hector and myself, and we got taken down, we were talking about less sensitive stuff than we're talking about right now.
Yeah, right midstream.
Yep. Just boom.
The thing I'm looking at though, Andy, is I bet you right now they are deleting shit so goddamn fast it isn't funny because they know they're going to get called in front of Congress.
Yes, I agree.
So they're going to try to delete every damn thing they can because they know what they've did is wrong.
Yep. Here's one for you.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You know,
I don't know if you heard about. I don't know if you heard about that two journalists at the World Cup in Qatar.
Yeah, two dead now.
Suddenly died unknown. You know.
Imagine that.
How often have you heard that in your life on any sports event or whatsoever that people just died suddenly, and he was on the grandstands, you know. He was a reporter on the grandstand. He died on the grandstand, just suddenly, you know. How often have you heard that in your life? I don't think any time.
How you doing, Anna? No, that's just crazy. But Curtimus and Brian both make a good point. That square is white. Andy, are you racist?
By some sense of the definition, I probably am. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Define anything nowadays, not change it tomorrow.
I said it on another panel a couple of days ago. Just the fact that you are a white person makes you racist in some of these freaking crazy bastards' eyes. So you don't have to act anything. Just to be a white person, a white man, makes you racist. You know?
What do you think of your U.S. Expert on nuclear waste getting getting booted?
I think you should have. I think they all should get booted. All of them. Our current administration, everybody in there needs to be, in my opinion, all the leadership needs to be gone. I know that the heads of the CIA and the FBI and the DOJ and all them, they not only need to be resigned, they need to be brought up on criminal charges. After what's come out of Twitter, it shows collusion with a third party undermining and trying to sway our elections. That's sedition. By definition, that is sedition. So bring them up on criminal charges. Let's put them in court. Let's give them a fair trial. If they're found guilty, well, then they can get the rope.
Let me state this to Curtimus. We have these crazy bastards here. They calling the white people racist too. We have them here just for the fact that you are white. I have no idea what is going on in this world, man. I have no idea.
Yeah, let me know where I find that at too, Chaplain, because I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, good analogy. Good analogy.
That's a very good point, Curtimus.
Oh,
Very good point.
talk about stupid.
That's maybe the question of everything.
I don't know. All I know is what I'm seeing happening, we can't allow to continue. That is a road we don't want to go down. It's like you've seen like what Andy posted there in Peru. I mean, you now have protesters and law enforcement trading hostages. Is that the kind of country we want to fucking live in? Because unlike Peru, we're headed something down way worse.
Yeah.
People need to look up and see where the real problem is, both on the law enforcement side and the people's side. And people in law enforcement need to take a good look in the mirror and figure out where they stand. Yeah. They'll investigate themselves and tell you what really happened. Sure, they will.
Yeah.
How you doing, Dice? Oh, sorry to hear it, Diana.
About this fact that they want to change the law of justice. There was a great cartoon posted today. How far it goes back that it worked that way, because back in the days, 500 years ago, when they burned the witches, they called them, yo, you are a witch, and they say no, and then they say, prove it that you are not, and they just burn them. That's exactly what we are going on.
Well, they had a test. They didn't dump you in the water, and if you didn't drown, you were a witch. But if you did drown, you weren't a witch. Huh?
I know.
Boy, that's a good thing, ain't it?
You're talking about the medieval days, Robert.
I'll be right back, guys.
You talk about cognitive dissonance. You're only talking a couple hundred years ago there, Charlie, not medieval days.
Yeah.
As little as 300 or 400 years, well, 200 or 300 years, not 300 or 400 years. So yeah, we're not that far out of history when it comes to stupid shit like that.
Well, I come from a state that was in lockdown for over 18 months, nearly 2 years, and he got re-elected. So something's going on, guys. Come on, something's going on. And I voted. I personally, I might get shot tomorrow, but I didn't vote for that knucklehead. So I don't know what's going on. And everyone I talk to says that they didn't even vote for him. So I have no idea. And if Johnny was here, he'll say the same thing.
Yep.
I'm shaking my head. shaking my head. What the heck's going on? How do you have faith with the voting and like it's written in history now. Victoria is was considered the most locked down state in the world. So, and that's why I want to get the hell out of here.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. There's going to be no place to run if these people get what their way.
I know. That's a problem, Rob.
Well, no, it's not the problem. It's reality. It's like all these people leaving their countries and things like that, thinking they're going someplace for a better life. What they don't understand is they need to stay and fight for their own.
Yeah, correct.
That's the problem. That's a huge problem.
Yeah, if you don't stand for your rights, and this is the thing, the politicians don't realise, but us people that are paying a, due diligence, I mean, how can I say, you're paying taxes, whatever, but you're working. If all us stood up for these knuckleheads and say, look, we've had enough of this craziness. You know what I mean? But the problem is, a lot of people are scared, though. People are scared to stand up because, I don't know. I'm not sure what it is, man. But
imagine that there, Andy. Sure.
Yeah, that's our mainstream media.
Yep. That certainly explains the Maya and the pericarditis, doesn't it?
What? Like, I'm freezing my nipples away, man. I mean, we're supposed to be in summer, but it's like I'm cold. And we should be in summer, so something's happening. I don't know. If the Earth is out of balance.
You can't use 1 year as a barometer for long-term stuff. The climate change is real. Climate will always be changing on this planet. Always has been.
Yeah.
But to take and attribute 1 year to say that it was caused by any one thing isn't scientific by any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, that's right. That's correct.
It's just the way it is.
I mean, I'm going to change the focus for politics, but look at our Earth. We've gone through so many different climates. Like, look at there's proof that we had dinosaurs, right, roaming this planet, yeah. But most of them are extinct because of scientists say that it might have been a meteor that hit that made the Earth freeze.
There wasn't a might have. There it was, and they already know there was more than one.
Yeah,
it wasn't just one.
there would have been several. I mean, if you look at the moon, it got peppered by meteors. Look at all the craters. The moon should be perfectly flat, but something's happened in the past that before our time.
When the solar system come about, there was a lot of shit flying around.
Something's happened.
And there's still a lot of shit flying about.
But I'll tell you now, a couple of days ago, was it probably a week ago, that I was in the moon really south from the equator. Really south. I mean, man, it was real south. I'm thinking, Jesus, I'm going to... Don't tell me the planet's fucking shifting or something. Because normally the moon rotates, around the equator, but it was really low. So you guys would have got freezing cold, but us down here, down Oz, well, you call it, what do you call it? The land down under? So it was really low. So I don't know. And it was huge. The moon was massive. Like it felt like you could touch it. It was that big.
Well, that's because of where it was in its orbit there. You remember it doesn't circle in a circle. It's in an
correct. Yeah, that's right. And not many people know that, Rob.
Well, truthfully though, they must know that the Earth is flat, dude. You got to admit that.
Oh, yeah. They go to that theory, please.
You want to know why the Earth isn't flat? Because we got mountains, dude.
If the Earth was flat, ships would be falling off the edge, wouldn't they? Come on, man. I don't believe that bullshit.
Well, no.
If you look at the star, it's perfectly round, yeah? The moon's perfectly round. The sun is a star. So everything's round. I don't know. All right, the Earth is not completely round, but it might have peaks and valleys. Like you got what is it? Mount what's the highest mountain in the world? Is it
Everest.
Mount? Huh?
It's not true. The highest mountain in the world's under the ocean.
No, the highest mountain is at Mount Koliosky. Oh, I can't remember. Mate, I'm ready for bed, to be honest. I'm tired. Fucking hell. I've been working. I can't even think straight. But Mount Everest. Mount Everest is the highest peak, correct?
Yeah, on land, yes.
Yeah. And what is it? Something like 30,000 feet? It's fucking ridiculous. I mean, helicopters can't save you. What's funny here? I know. I've changed the narrative now because I'm not really into politics because we can talk about it for days and days, but what is the outcome? We can talk about it, but
Well, see, the thing is, though, you got to be involved. If you're not involved, then somebody else is doing it for you, and you definitely don't want that. That's how we end up where we're at now.
yeah,
The thing is, we can't continue this way, but yet we can't allow things to continue to happen that are happening. You know, it's like what Andy showed us going on in Peru. Look at Brazil. Hopefully they get back. Brazil gets back to their form of government. Right now, it's military takeover, and the only thing the military's got to do is say, "Fine, we're keeping it." Then what? What do they do now? They get a military dictatorship? Oh, have fun with that one. Ask the Russians how that worked out.
that is a good question. I mean, I'm not sure what's happened to Peru. Like I said, I've been too busy, but there's protests in Peru. People get arrested. I mean, you guys have been following Canadian politics regarding the truck drivers and stuff like that. So I'm sure. That's why I like, Aztec from Global. People didn't like him, but I actually liked him, to be honest.
No, I thought Aztec was all right for the most part.
Yeah.
I think he's a little bipolar, but
He might have been. It depends if you had a few drinks, maybe. But you had to lay his head down. You know what? He ran that channel for over 12 months, man. So
yeah,
on his own, basically. So I don't know.
Can't do that. Don't work.
It doesn't work. No. And there's a lot of politics within the background that eventually the truth broke out. There's a lot of infighting between the admins and whatever. But it had nothing to do with me. I was just a guest like I am now. So, you know what I mean?
Yep. Although that's history anyway. I'm worried about the future.
Exactly. But let's focus on the end game. What the hell is going to happen, Rob? What the hell? If we don't stand up,
people as general either going to pull their head out of their asses, or we're
Yeah.
screwed. That's simple as that.
Yeah.
But they need to quit listening to fucking idiots.
Mm.
You know, that's another problem. People really need to get themselves informed and understand what's going on, at least in their own countries. And they need to understand that it isn't just their country that's having this going on.
Yeah.
But as I said, what went on down there is just the beginning. If that sets a spark off down there, hang on to your ass, because you
Yeah.
won't like the outcome. Definitely will not like the outcome.
Man, I'm not sure what the hell's happening, but this is a very unusual weather patterns. Like, normally we'll be having sunshine or whatever. But we haven't even seen spring, to be honest. We haven't seen maybe 2 or 3 days of spring. We should be in summer, but it's still raining. It's like winter.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I think the planet's shifting. Seasons are shifting further and further away. So eventually, what happened? I think I'll predict this. Call me crazy, but
All right. You're crazy.
I might be crazy. But you guys are going to like Christmas, and normally you have snow.
Yep.
Could you imagine? Like in Australia, we don't have snow in summer, in the December.
Well, you
But
should.
we'll probably end up having snow, and you guys will have some like pure sunshine. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but it's only in Victoria, I guess, man. All the other Aussies saying they are getting baked, man. They have 35, 40 degrees in Queensland, Western Australia, everywhere. So I don't know.
Yeah, up north. So where Adrian lives is actually shifted up further north. He's trying to stay.
He's in
He's
tropical climate. So
over, like you said, he's over the cold. As you get older, you know what arthritis kicks in. Like I'm in my mid-50s, yeah. So I might join Adrian, to be honest. Sell up and just go up north. Get close to the equator where it's nice and warm. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like you guys will have to go south to Florida, correct? But the problem is you got hurricanes there. What is that correct?
Say
In
that again.
America, like to get warmer weather, you either go to Texas or Florida,
Yeah.
where it's
Yeah.
warmer.
Yeah.
Or Mexico. Go to Mexico where it's nice and warm, and you'll
Yeah.
find that your arthritis.
Uh-oh.
he got frozen.
You froze there, Charlie. Hello, everybody.
I'm not sure what happened, guys. Can you hear me?
Something freaked out on you there. How you doing, Dom?
Yeah, that's it.
How you doing?
I don't know what happened, man. What's that? But anyway, let someone else speak. We got some other people join the panel, Rob. Oh, hold on a second. You there?
I'm here.
I'm here.
Is Andy here?
Yeah, Andy's here.
Yeah,
who's
I guess
beside
we are all
Andy?
here.
He might be busy. Sometimes he goes on mute and does some other
Yeah,
things.
Andy
He's maybe
normally
looking
does
for new
research.
videos or stuff. So he's maybe looking for something
Yeah.
to
But
share.
who's beside Andy or Uwe?
That's
The other guy
Donald
just joined. That's Donald from Scotland.
from Scotland. Yeah. How you doing?
Oh, well, welcome you. I mean, he hasn't said a word. So
By the way, that
I'm
was a
just
great
sit
performance today.
listening, just letting you chat away.
That was a great performance today, man. I like
Yeah,
that.
Donald did a good job on that.
Oh, thank you.
I'm gonna have to make panels where I just do music or I do politics, something. That way I can leave the music ones up.
Right. I don't know anything about politics, so I avoid it, but happy with the music there.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet you, man, that the music panel's gonna get views like crazy, and that will increase the channel big time. I tell you that.
I don't know. We'll see. Right
Yeah,
now I'm just trying to beat the bullet and not get my channel banned, but we'll see.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to giving that a try. Lead Guitar Man, I'm looking forward maybe early in the new year to try that online band thing. I'd love to try that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Hopefully by then too, I got a few things worked out where I can actually get around and do that stuff.
Yeah. That's quite a hectic time of year. It's normally a hectic time of year for me, but I'm not doing so much this year. Just way my health like, but this time of year is normally just complete madness, for me as a musician. But I'm having an easy one this year.
Yep. But anyways, anybody else have anything to add to what we were talking about?
to be honest, Rob. What was the first? I didn't even see what. What was your intro? What were you want to talk about at the start?
Oh, just what was going on down there where you're at.
Oh, okay.
And how people need to realize and put things in perspective that it isn't us versus the police or that, and both sides need to take in cool their jets and look at where the real problem is. Because
Yeah.
they're doing exactly what they want them to do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
To be honest,
Robert, you go to Ink Anna.
Oh, I thought I did.
to be honest, guys, I feel ashamed because I've been fed income. I've been flat out. So, and you guys know a lot more than what's going on in my own country. That's a shame on me. But if you want to
To be
talk about
honest,
that,
it is disappointing that you didn't hear about this stuff in Queensland.
no, I haven't. I've been flat out at UV, and I was thought I actually gotta go to work today, so I was thinking, you know what, Rob told me, subscribe to my channel, and he said, I'm always welcome to hit the link and whatever. But you guys know a lot more than me. What the heck?
Are you still working on your buddy's farm there?
Huh?
Are you still working on your buddy's farm?
No, I'm actually doing restoration work on a couple of old classical muscle cars.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm working on a car at the moment that's probably going to be worth $100,000. So,
What the hell?
anyways, it's not about me. This is Rob's channel. So, but yeah. So the thing is, right? I look at a police officer. They're just human beings like us, right? They could be a child as a police officer that got shot. And that's what really makes me fucking sad, to be honest. They could be my son. You know what I mean?
That's why that shit can't be allowed to continue if that's what's going to happen. But anyways, let me look at what Danny's posted here. If anybody's looking at that, you raise the bar. That's Kamala failed the bar. AOC worked at the bar. Pelosi lives at the bar. Joe Biden can't spell the bar. And Hillary Clinton should be hanged bars. There we go. I agree with all that.
Yeah.
Put that on a ballot and I'll vote yes.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, Charlie, but that's exactly a testament to what I try to tell people is ignorance is not bliss. If you don't know what's going on in your country, how do you make an informed decision when it comes to voting? How do you how do you have an opinion about something you may see in the news or a local law being passed? You know, that's the problem. They got people running around, like I said, like chickens with their heads cut off, and they literally don't have time.
Yeah, you make a good point. You make a very good point. But Rob, I don't really believe the media anymore. I lost faith. Like,
Well, yeah, you absolutely shouldn't believe the media.
Yeah.
But when it comes to something like that, if you don't know what's happening, how do you go out and try to find out what really went on?
Well, that's why 2 years ago I started coming on the panels. Actually, 3 years ago. But I got really serious with the COVID because everything was locked down. So what do you do? So you come on streams, and I've been on streams for over 2 years now. So
right.
But I learned a lot more on streams than just. I trust the streams compared to the general media. To be honest, I don't.
The thing
like,
is, you get the reality here. You know.
Yeah,
not
correct.
Not any bullshit, and you get the reality of all
Yeah,
kinds of countries.
but the fact is, Uwe, I never got involved with politics until in my mid 20s. I had no idea what politics was when I was when you're 18 or 15 or 18, whatever, 20 years old. You're too busy having fun. You're trying to pick up women. You know what I mean? Going to nightclubs and things like that. Do you really give a shit about the media? I mean, politics?
See, hold on. Here's the thing, though, Charlie.
Yeah.
What do we do when we're going to pick up women? We're going to pick them up at the internment camps for our COVID? Is that how it's going to work now in the future?
Well,
as nuts as that sounds, that's not that far from reality.
Yeah, but what were you doing when you were 20 years old? Were you worried about politics? No, you probably weren't. You know what I mean?
At 20 years old, I was.
You were chasing skirts.
I was knee deep in blood and guts.
Knee deep in blood and guts. Oh yeah, because you joined the military. Yeah, I remember you telling me. Yeah, that's different, man. You lived. See.
Yeah, Robert.
And you've learned.
The hard way, He learned the hard way.
But Rob, like you said, I'm going to lose. What did you say? What you're saying? I'm going to lose if I lose my cool. And I've never seen you lose your cool, to be honest.
Pardon?
So, huh?
Say that again. I didn't quite catch that.
I said I've never seen you lose your cool or hear you lose your cool. So you're pretty tame. Like,
it's usually because when you lose your cool, you can't think straight and you say or do things that are stupid.
Yeah, correct.
You know, that's like in battle. If you ever heard the saying where they say, stay frosty? And what they mean by staying frosty is keep your cool. Cooler heads prevail.
Yeah.
And it applies to everything, you know.
That's true. Oh, I'm learning something from you, man. Don't get me wrong. I've been on platforms on StreamYards where I've lost my cool. Because either someone provokes you, but I've learned to, I've had to learn the hard way, Rob. But you make a good point. Don't lose your cool.
You know, that's if everybody were to be that way, it makes the ignorant look all the more ignorant to the general public's eye. And once you've been shown to be a fool, you will always be a fool in public's eye. But what we have going on down there in Queensland right now is not just foolish, it's deadly dangerous. Much more so than
Yeah.
what people realize. Because if that were to spark to tick off shit, which, you know, I can see it happening. There's a lot of pissed off people in this world, a lot, with what's went on in the past couple of years. And the only thing it takes is a spark like that, and they don't understand that is a path of last resort, and we aren't there yet.
Yeah.
Because nobody wins then. Nobody. There is no winners.
Well, but we'll find out. I mean, I'll do some research about Queensland. What happened with it? Was it 2 police officers got shot and
Yeah.
wounded, or
No,
I think-
they're dead.
I think 2
Did they-
police officers are shot, and one of the other from the
It was,
Wounded.
2 police officers and a neighbor were all killed.
three
Um,
people got shot?
Yeah,
Oh my
and two
God.
others
Six-
was injured, I think.
6
See-
people got
see-
shot
see?
total,
Yeah.
but 3
But-
are the perpetrators.
Did they find the perpetrator, or what
Yeah,
would you call it?
Yeah, absolutely. I think they killed him.
Okay. They shot. So this. Okay. So the 2 officers plus the victim. Sorry, the person that shot the coppers.
It wasn't one person. It was 3
Yeah.
of them. I
Well.
believe.
So you're saying that? Do you want to talk about that a little bit, or because I'm call me naive because I've been busy, but so basically 2 police officers and a neighbor got shot.
Yeah.
And
And I can't quote this because I don't know for sure, but the perpetrators also were shot and killed, I believe.
so there's more than 3 people that have been.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I believe. Don't quote me on that because I'm not for certain, because
Yeah.
the news is not the most reliable when it comes to details.
Correct, Rob. Yeah. Like I always say, seeing is believing. If you're there, because half the people these days, especially the media, as you know, they lie just
Oh,
to sell
absolutely.
papers or get views or whatever their agenda is.
That's why
So
people have to keep their heads. You can't go off half cocked and then find out you went
Yeah,
off half cocked on a lie.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Do you remember, Rob? Even though I got a license to carry arms, but all my arms, as far as firearms is concerned, are under lock and key, and I have to have a separate compartment for ammunition. And you said to me, "How are you going to protect yourself?"
Right. You better
Virtually,
off
it's going to take. If someone breaks into my house with a gun, or breaks a, you know what I mean, to steal whatever they want to steal, which is possible. It's probable, yeah. But the
Well,
thing
it's
is,
possible for
the only
sure,
thing
yeah.
I can do is defend myself with my hands. You know what I mean? I protect
Well, no,
my family, but
You just need to take up a penchant for baseball and have a few baseball bats laying around.
yeah, correct. Yeah, that's it. That's right. Have a few baseball bats or whatever, and a couple of balls, and have them handy. Yeah, you're right. Correct. But if I kill someone in my own house, I'll go to jail.
Yep. And
I'll
that's
go to
fucked up.
jail. You know what I mean? Even though I'm protecting my family, that's how fucked up the law is in Australia. Okay, so, well, and the
Same here.
huh? Same there.
Same here and the same in Canada too.
Same in Canada. Really?
Yep.
Get
It's
out
the
of
same
here.
way in Canada and the same way in the UK.
Yeah, yeah. So it's a
everywhere.
British fucking law. It's a British fucking bullshit law. I thought
Well, it's getting people not to defend themselves. They
correct.
expect the state to do it, and that's the dumbest thing you can do.
Hey guys, I remember I heard someone saying a few years ago over here that if someone came in and burgled your house and you chased them and you had a piece of carpet that wasn't affixed down properly and they tripped on that and broke their arm, they could sue you. I mean, how bad's that? Eh?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. If someone breaks into my
It's
house,
crazy, absolutely crazy.
it's an absolutely crazy law. And you're right. Whoever said that, it's true. If someone breaks into my house and they break their arm, they can sue me. Even though they're trespassing. What a fucked up law that is.
Yeah. The only thing I think hanging is still the law in Scotland for sheep stealing. I don't know if that law has changed. Nobody gets hung for it. Like, but it's still that was the only thing that you can still be hung for in Scottish law. Apparently, I don't know if it's still the same. I remember we were told that when we were young.
Well, as I said, all this stuff going on is by design. They want people to be subservient to the state. They don't want people who think about fighting back. Even when you got criminals in your own house. To me, that's just unfathomable. I can't imagine. Because I'll tell you straight up, if you're in my house and you see me coming, you better hit the floor quick and start begging for mercy. Real fast. Because it's not going to work out that way here.
Yeah.
Well, they can only charge you, Robert, if they can find the body, right?
Well, this is true.
You got lots of backyard to hide it in.
I got a buddy that's got an excavator that digs 26 feet, and he don't look in the hole anymore. He just fills it in.
The thing is, though, whatever's happened in Queensland, which I'm thanks for you guys to be aware, and I feel like I'm naive because, like I said, I've been under the pump, and everyone wants all their things done before Christmas, but anyways, you know what the outcome of this scenario is? Gun control in Queensland is going to increase now. If they got shot by rifles, but at the end of the day, I'm not sure how they got killed. Was it a knife? Was it a gun? I don't know. Do you guys know? Who killed the police officer? Was it?
It was a gun.
A gun. Okay. Was it registered or unregistered?
They didn't say.
Yeah, correct. So we don't know.
They were just too. Yeah. They were too hot on trying to make them sound like right-wing conspiracy theorists and freedom fighters and all this shit. So
no! Oh my God! That's it. That. You watch the gun laws in Queensland and fucking go through the roof now.
Well, you're going to try like they do in Canada. They'll make it illegal to protest.
Yeah, that's right. It's going to be even trying to obtain a registered gun. It's going to be. You watch all the tighter laws now, because look, the government takes it serious when it comes to officers. In the day, the officers are here to obey and protect. And look. I'm still, I need to do some research, guys. I'll get back to you on that.
Well, definitely keep an eye. If you hear something I haven't heard yet, definitely let me know.
Yeah, I will. But you guys, obviously, you guys are bloody, man, you guys know, you're in touch. Uwe is into politics, and you, Rob, so.
You have to be. If not, we lose our countries, man.
Yeah,
And not only do we lose our
well,
country, we lose our freedom and our rights.
correct.
I have so many
That's,
Aussie channels I follow, and I've been on panels and stuff. So yeah, there's many,
yeah,
many Aussie channels showing the truth.
yeah. What do you think the outcome's going to be, guys? Just a prediction, just a slight. You could be no. It's your opinion. What do you think's going to happen now in Queensland?
I think the media is going to try to twist it, but I think people better speak up. I really think, I hope that's a wake-up call for people to understand that this isn't your normal politics. That you better start
Yeah.
paying attention to what your politicians doing, because it isn't the police's fault.
No,
They need to look
that's
up
right.
where the problem is, and the problem is the politicians.
Yeah, like I said, those police officers could be your son. So they're trying to do their job. They go into a random house saying there's domestic violence or whatever, and next thing you know, they passed away. How sad is that?
Yep.
Losing a loved one. End of the day.
You know, that's the thing. And that's why when I come on here earlier, I had my bit of a rant and tried to explain to people that this is not a path we want to go down, because it ends badly for everybody. We need to hold the
100%.
people accountable that brought all this shit upon us accountable. But as I said, law enforcement needs to look in the mirror and see themselves. Who do they serve?
But that's what I always said.
Yeah.
What I'm
Yeah,
worried about.
You make a good point, Robert. What's your opinion, Uwe? What's the outcome going to be
That's
regarding
what
that?
That's what I was always worried about. That people don't take it anymore and just snap on whatever topic, whatever there was, you know. Because especially down there in Australia, man, how they treated you for almost 2 years, that's fucking insane.
How about you, Andy? What do you think, Andy? What's the other gentleman's name?
Donald.
Huh?
Donald.
Sorry, yeah. Sorry, I was daydreaming there.
Oh, Donald. Oh, Donald. Sorry, Donald.
Yeah, how you doing?
Sorry, it's nice to meet you. It's the first time I've spoken to you, so
Yeah, how you doing? Whereabout are you based?
I'm currently in Victoria, but I normally work in New South Wales, so and it's Australia, that is. So yeah, and it's cold. It's cold down here. It's cold, and we should be in summer. It's crazy, man.
All right, are you in Australia?
Yeah.
Well, we had a -10 the last couple of days, -8, -10, and it's been just awful. It's now 1 degree centigrade, and it's like summer, you know, in comparison
What,
to -10.
-10 Celsius or Fahrenheit?
Celsius.
Man, that's freezing, man.
Oh yeah, totally. As you could probably remember, I couldn't have breathed properly, speak properly earlier this morning. Because it's just completely floored me the last 4 days. All the cold temperature, the cold air. My house is not very well insulated. And it's old and needing repairs. But I need to get it done soon before the next cold snap.
Yeah. What? Donald, sorry don't have to mention what city, but what country do you live in?
I'm in the north of Scotland, right up at the very top of Scotland.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Damn
only
it, yeah.
16 miles further north is the most northerly point in UK mainland.
Wow, and it's -10. Jesus.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that normal for this time of the year?
We usually get about -6 in January, like, you know, but the last couple of years since the polar vortex, we have had -10, -4. We had when we had the polar vortex. If you look on my channel for Wick River snow, that was a polar vortex that we had. A river in Wick actually was snowed over and froze over, and never in my 57 years of life did I ever see that ever happening. And but the night prior to that, we'd 50 mile an hour winds with -14 wind chill factor
Wow.
as well, and that was just
-14. That's
out
crazy.
of this world. It was never saw anything like it in my entire life. When we were young, we used to get up until I was about 16, which was in 1981. Every year, every summer, every winter, we had a snowfall at least adult waist deep. At least 2 snowfalls a year, adult waist deep, and
Wow.
horrendous snows. You know, but from then on, you know, in comparison, that first 16 years of my life, like we never had the same snow then to after that. You know, we'll get a couple of snowfalls a year maybe now. Like, you know, there was one winter in particular that we had no snow at all. You know,
Yeah.
the climate definitely did change. You know.
Yeah.
But over here in 2010, we had -13 for 11 weeks, and every black ice for 11 weeks, 24/7. It never let up. That was something that was never ever known in history either. For up here, every single person here had at least one injury through falling in the ice. You know, it was really bad. But climate's definitely changing. You know, as I say, this last few days with this temperatures, I mean, that's a month early for these temperatures. You know, we didn't usually get them to January. You know, and now we've got January to come as well, so we're going to probably get it then as well. You know, I wish I could go to the warmer climate though.
Yeah.
For winter though, because every winter it's taking its toll, getting harder and harder to handle now. Like, well, a couple of days ago, my chest was so bad that I didn't think I was going to pull through. Like, you know, but as I say, I'm on steroids now, and so they are making a bit of a difference. You know, my breathing's still pretty bad, but you know, it's and hope for better days to come anyway. But what a big difference! Wait, only be -1 now compared to -10. What a big difference!
See, you got. I mean, America and Canada. I'm not sure what's the temperature there now in Robert in where you.
Where I'm at,
I mean,
it's probably 4 or 5 C.
Right.
45.
4 or 5.
45. Fahrenheit.
No.
Celsius.
Celsius. It's probably right around. Well, it could be 0 C. Truthfully, I've been outside.
Yeah. Probably there's
but
45.
It'll be negative, probably 5 to 10 C tonight.
Yeah. Do you guys wear long johns or?
No.
Oh yeah, totally.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Man.
They call them long johns or fucking thermal underwear or whatever.
Yeah, totally. Like,
Yeah,
you need to wear that in the north of Scotland at our age, like, you know. It's good sense, you know.
It's currently -5 Celsius here. It's gonna go down to -8. I
Yeah.
guess, at night.
Is it? Uwe, is it cold where you are in Germany?
But like I said, -5 we have currently here.
-5.
And
Jesus,
it's 8:24.
man, I've never. I mean, yeah, I suppose we got to go to Alpine country. There's a place. There's a place in Victoria, the Alpine country, where we get to about -5, -10 maybe. Depends. But that's in wintertime. We're in summer, and it has constantly rained, virtually every day, apart from a couple of good days. It's crazy weather, man. Like I mentioned before, like the moon was so close, and it was a nice, beautiful day. And you know the skies. When you see the skies, when the sun sets in the west, it was pink, and they call apparently they call it sailor's delight.
Holy
You know
shit.
that?
See,
Have you ever seen it?
if it's in the morning, it's sailor's warning, and if it's at night, it's shepherd's delight.
Oh, shepherd's delight. Is that the old saying? Is it?
Yeah,
I mixed it up. Sorry, Donald.
Red in the morning, sailor's warning. Red at night, shepherd's delight.
Yeah. It's amazing. So we're all from globally. We all live in different parts of the world. Like we've got American, Canadian, Australian, Scottish,
I think
and
Scottish. I think
German.
Scottish.
Germany.
Scottish, like
So, but yeah, I can't wait for sunshine, man. To be honest. I know I'm laughing, but I shouldn't be laughing. We should be in summer.
yeah.
But it hasn't stopped raining, man. Next time you talk to Johnny, tell Johnny, have you seen summer, Robert? He'll tell
Yeah.
you. You know what Johnny's like, Rob. He doesn't mess around, man.
No, he certainly doesn't.
Nah. Yeah, but anyways, yeah. Well, what other things you want to talk about, Rob? I'll do some research and I'll get back to you.
Oh, that was about the only thing I come on for. Is I just wanted to inform people that they really need to start paying attention.
Yeah,
Because we can't let
absolutely.
that is not an option.
Yeah, like I said, when I was in my teens, I was naive regarding politics, and like I was saying, I was chasing too much skirts back in my day. So, anyways, what do you do? Yeah, well, you gotta live life. So, there's two things that can start an argument. And there's politics and religion. I'll try to steer away from it, but as you get older, you sort of get entangled, if you know what I mean. What do you got there on the screen? What's this, Robert?
-18. That's really freaking cold.
Yeah. Anyways, that was the extent of what I wanted to talk about. So,
Is there anything else anyone want to talk about, or that's the end of the stream?
not really. That's I can only take so much stupid in one day. You know, if people haven't gotten the clue by now, boy, they really need to. They really need to pay attention. That's all it boils down to. Is we can't sit on our laurels anymore. People have to understand what's going on. Or you're just going to walk up one of these markets. They decide, hey, we're going to find you and arrest you for misinformation, and boom, you disappear.
Yeah.
And everybody seems to think, well, that's okay that they do that. No, it's not okay that they do that. Not at all.
Hey, Rob, I've got a question for you. I found it incredibly easy to join this Restream Studios.
Yeah.
All I did was hit the link and but it's totally different to StreamYards, that's for sure. Can you actually comment? Can I comment on this new platform or not?
You should be able to.
On my phone? Because I'm on my phone, so
I don't see a
I'm not
reason why
sure.
you shouldn't.
Can I?
I don't.
Let me try. I'm not sure. No, I don't think I can. Hold on a minute. Can I?
Yeah, you should be able to.
Oh, there's a private on the right hand corner. There's a private chat.
Yeah, you don't want the private unless you're going to do a private chat, but the public one you should be able to do too. But you may have to go to YouTube to do that.
Yeah, I don't think it doesn't allow me.
Yeah.
Have you tried on your phone or are you on a laptop?
I'm on a desktop.
Oh, okay, that's different.
Yeah, much different.
Desktop you got more functions, obviously. So, but yeah. Anyways, it's interesting new platform. Like I said, first time, Rob. So, how did you find this?
Diego was using it.
Okay. You mentioned before there's multiple platforms, but it all links up to YouTube, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't like Restream at all.
Why is that?
It has too many glitches.
Do you think so?
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
What's the one that really is a pain in the ass for you
Well, how about
guys?
the one you had earlier with the sound where it wouldn't stop going?
That's one thing. Then sometimes it doesn't recognize your microphone, so you've got to go in the settings and pick the right one. And
Yeah.
it takes a lot of resources from your device.
Yeah, but that might have been on my end, to be honest, Rob. I don't think it was your end.
Well,
It might be my. See, you're saying that when I first joined, it was hard to understand what I was saying?
No, when you first joined, you were fine. You're still fine now. It's just earlier you had a glitch or something going on that.
Yeah. That's when you said, can you repeat that? Yeah, I remember you saying that. So I'm not sure. What the glitches are.
Well, StreamYard has a lot of them. I'll tell you that.
StreamYards.
Sound off. But
I think StreamYards is.
Yeah,
still got a lot. Needs to a lot.
What Money is mentioned. What Money is mentioned in the chat is the melon. Yeah, that has some really good features, man. I like that.
Yeah, I'm going to be taking a good look at that too. I like the fact that it's lightweight and it's clean.
Yeah.
Very lightweight. But anyways, folks, I do got to get out of here. I got legs I got to take care of. So I will
Yeah.
catch you guys on the next one. It's been a good panel. Everybody that's in chat, I appreciate you coming. Everybody that come up on panel, I appreciate you come up on panel.
Likewise.
Hopefully the next one we have will be a better topic, a much happier one.
Yeah.
And
Well,
something you want to say?
yeah, I was going to say, thank you for letting us on the panel.
Well, thanks for coming up, man. I
uh,
appreciate it.
yeah, I appreciate it too. And I've learned something. You guys know a lot more than what I know when it comes to what's going on around the world. That's for sure.
Yeah. But
But
all right, guys.
all right, take
Okay,
care.
guys.
Take care, Rob.
Take care, everybody.
Right.
Take care,
Thank you
everybody.
much, everybody. Catch you all later. Cheers. Have a good rest of your day. Thank you.
Yep. Have a good one, down.
Cheers. Thank you.
And we're going to be out of here in 3, 2, 1. And later, folks.